to the shelter to do some interviews today. Good morning, everybody. Just had an amazing breakfast. Now we get to go enjoy a day with the girls at the shelter, getting to know them and hear their stories. Good morning! How are you? The girls are just getting ready to go to school, so they're having their early lunch. They already had breakfast this morning. And for lunch, they're having rice and vegetables.
Hello from the shelter. The shelter is a unique program for Children of Promise around the world. The shelter consists of currently around 60 girls who are living because their neighborhoods where they come from are not safe. Human trafficking is a major risk in many of the neighborhoods where these girls grow up, and life is very difficult. But you would not be able to tell that from the look on many of their faces. As you watch this video, pay attention to the smiles. Girls are living full and happy lives in school and thriving.
Getting a little tour of the quarters where the girls stay. They all have lockers for their belongings. And at night, they put mattresses out where they're sleeping. Good morning!
A visit to the shelter is unique in comparison to other trips that we do around the world because all of the girls are in one spot. So our team has more time to spend time, see how the girls are living, talk to them about their future. Dr. Bill Webb was able to talk to a potential future doctor herself about what it's like to be in the medical profession. Other times were spent hanging out, laughing, and watching the kids play in the courtyard. Pastor Marcus and a team from his church in Mississippi showed up on the second day, and it was so fun to watch them with the kids. Marcus has visited the shelter many times over the years, and it shows the strength of building relationships. Many of the girls were so excited to see him because they remembered him from former trips.
During our trip to India, we had the joy of meeting Sangeeta, one of the first graduates from the shelter girls' home to attend university with the help of her sponsor. In March 2023, she graduated with a diploma in midwifery and was immediately hired by the hospital at which she completed her studies. As a 7-year-old, Sangeeta moved to the shelter and lived there throughout the remainder of her elementary and high school years. The shelter truly became a place of refuge for her, a sanctuary of safety, nurture, and opportunity. During evening devotions with the girls one night, she recounted her story and the many ways that she saw God's faithfulness during those years. I can't imagine a more powerful testimony of hope for the young ladies who currently call the shelter home than to see one of their own overcoming her past to live into a bright future. There wasn't a dry eye in the place when she finished.
This next portion of the India trip was quite unique. As our Children of Promise staff team headed home, Pastor Marcus Archer and his friends from Mississippi headed to visit our friends in the tea gardens of Siliguri. This is one of the most beautiful but most poor places on the planet, where families have many challenges, but as you'll see here in a second, came to give their thanks for the support to their children.
बात करते हैं वो मन इतना दूर से आए ना और हमें लगे ये सब काम कर रहे थे उनका लेकिन बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करते
This is a dream for me that you are even you are supporting our kids and giving many things and giving food stuff and many gifts and on. Again, you came the so long way and spending time with our kids and for us. It was so grateful to me.
Hi, we just got finished here after a long day of interviews at Baba Jyot in the tea gardens here with my wife. And at the end of the day, all of the parents who had sat here all day long, patiently for hours, said they had a gift. They make about 230 rupees a day, and they took up a collection, each giving 50 rupees, which is over 20% of what they make in a day, which, by the way, is less than $3. They took up a collection just to give us these nice gifts. Mallory, what was that like for you?
It made me cry.
Why?
It's hard for us to fathom or imagine that type of selflessness because we just don't do it. We're not that giving, even though we want to say that we are.
Yeah, I was reading Mere Christianity the other day, and he spoke of giving until it hurts. And they modeled, these parents modeled this today. Good afternoon, Marcus here with Children of Promise. Lots of interviews going on in our church congregation here in the tea gardens of India. We are way out in the villages, way out in rural communities, and Children of Promise gets to reach even into these places with these children. Sneha here, the pastor's daughter. She speaks very good English. We have already heard today one child say, I want to be a pastor because I want to help lead the church. One girl said that her favorite memory was something good that happened was that she was very unhappy before she met Jesus. But since Jesus, she is always filled with joy. That's our happy memory. And so thank you for your gifts, for your support. It reaches into communities like these, into tea gardens where there's lots of difficulty and lots of struggle. But in the midst of all the difficulty and struggle, God is at work, and your gifts help these children have dreams. Big dreams. Pastors, engineers, doctors, nurses, all because of your help. Hey everybody, Marcus here with Children of Promise. I am in West Bengal, India, in the tea gardens, in a village, here with Lydia Murmu. She is the daughter of Sanjay Murmu, our leader for the Church of God in West Bengal, and Sneha. Sneha is the daughter of the pastor of the church we are at. Sneha wants to be a brain surgeon. What? A brain surgeon. And Lydia, what did you say you wanted to be?
A businesswoman.
Businesswoman. She took a test earlier while we were doing interviews. She sat and took a test on her phone, and I'm sure you did very well. These two ladies are powerhouses. When you sponsor a child, when you give to a GAP fund, when you support Children of Promise, it's ladies like these that you get to empower. Sneha is from a small village in India, and she has a big dream. And Lydia, I think Lydia and her sister Rebecca might just change the world. All right? They might.